Hello again. I was asked a question the other day that I wasn't sure I wanted to address, but I think I'm going to go ahead and take the time to talk about it. I was asked about this video that's making the rounds of a rich man at some concert. If you know, you know. And I was asked a simple question: what are my thoughts about this? And I've got a lot of thoughts, but the one that struck me the most was the one I'm going to address today. If we haven't met before, my name's Alex Franks, and I've spent 29 years as a life coach or therapist, and I think one of the things that struck me the most about this quick video at this concert that apparently has been the talk of social media and the internet for days, and a topic I really didn't want to address because it's exhausting to hear the normal conversation. I want to address something far different than anyone I've heard has talked about. We've heard about a gentleman in an uncompromising situation. It looks like an affair. I'm not going to judge who did what. What I am going to say is the internet and social media has been full of comments that sound like this. Oh, his wife is going to get half. Oh, he's going to lose his company. Oh, what was she thinking? Oh, I can't believe that he did something with an employee. Oh, whose character was bad? Who this? I keep hearing things like, oh, his poor wife. His wife's going to get this. His wife didn't deserve that. We keep hearing that. But what I know is in this video, it showed two people who were both married to someone else in a situation that they shouldn't have been in. And yet the man who owned the big business is the one that people talk about losing everything, or his wife getting everything, or they judge the woman. The person that's not getting talked about is the woman's husband. And I think that sheds light on maybe the focus of what I'm going to talk about. And it's the way that I answered the question when it was asked to me. And so I decided to make this video about it. The person that's left out of this whole discussion is the woman's husband. He, like the man's wife, was an innocent victim. And he's also likely suffering and hurting. But we're not talking about it. We're not talking about his emotions, his feelings, his dreams destroyed, his home broken. I just want to go over a few things that men do in the world. And before I talk about this, I will also share that I believe in roles, and I believe that there's responsibilities that men in a family have, and I believe that there's certain ways that I think are healthy for men to be men. And my experience isn't that we all have to be the most manly men ever and be the toughest. My experience is a combination between a man who is firm in boundaries, sets limits, has high expectations, and is in connection to his own feelings and the feelings of those in his family, his home, his relationship. That's a powerful man. That's a man of stability and character and value. You have to have the balance between the tough and the firm and the caring. If you slide the ruler either way, one way or the other, too far, you get out of balance. So I do believe in roles, and I do believe in limits. But I want to talk about what men do and then why it's so hard for people to get into the emotions of men. So I'm just going to throw out some numbers, and forgive me as I'm reading this along as I go. In workplaces in the United States, in the last year, there's been about 5,000 deaths in the workplace. 5,000 people have died at work. Of those, 92% have been men. 93% of those in the trade industries are men. Less than 2% of all pipe layers, plumbers, pipe fitters, steam fitters, HVAC professionals are women. Less than 2%. 89% of the people who work in the coal mining industry, the oil industry, the natural gas industry, the pipeline industry, the drilling industry in the United States, men. 83% of all members of the United States military are men. Men tend to do the most labor-intensive, most blue-collar, hardest jobs. They do the infrastructure of America. They're the builders, they're the repairers, they're the fixers. They are why we keep functioning as a society. I'm not saying women aren't involved, I'm just giving you the numbers and the stats and the reality. And then when something happens, like this man whose wife possibly was cheating, when that goes public to the whole world, the one person that gets left out of the conversation is this man who had his wife hurt him. Because while it's okay for men to be outside working in 100-degree weather for 12 straight hours, and it's okay for us as a society to say a man should be fine pounding in nails all day, or drilling an oil field all day, or welding all day. What we as a society don't accept is a man's brokenness because his heart's been torn up. We want men to be balanced and understanding, but then as a society, we don't include them in conversations about our hearts. I think it's unfair. Maybe I'm on a soapbox here. Maybe it's because I've spent so many years working with men. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a man myself. And men have reasons why people don't see us as emotion people. I mean, we try to protect everybody we love and care about. We don't want to be a burden on people, so we don't share details of our life. We don't share hurts. We don't share our emotions like a woman would. Part of it's on us. We have a responsibility, but I think society has a responsibility as well. Maybe the person I'm talking to right now has a responsibility to take the time, pause, see the men in your life as more than just the man, but as the man who has an emotional side that never gets seen, either because they hide it and protect it, or because maybe nobody ever asked. High quality men, and I don't know what that judgment is, it's just a word I'm using. High quality men will do anything they can to protect their loved ones from feeling any pain. And so if our emotions are something that will hurt the feelings or possibly hurt one of our loved ones, we just don't share it. Another truth for men and their emotions is sometimes the person we love has taken an emotional soft moment and then weaponized it, and the minute that something's going sideways, they use those words against the man. And when that happens, we're hurt inside. And men don't want to feel that hurt ever again, so we will shut down the depth of emotions that we went to at that moment and never give them again. I'm not sure I'm making sense today, but I know this. If we don't start as a society accepting that men have feelings, emotions, emotion needs, and are open to them, even if they're not a man in our life, but something like the husband of a woman who possibly was in an affair. If we're not open to the fact that that man has values, his emotions and his hurts are worth being talked about, even on social media, then how are we ever going to change it for people in our own families, for our loved ones? Trust me, when I say men have deep feelings, I mean it, because I am one. When I say that men protect, I mean that too, because I never want anybody in my home or anyone that I love hurting. When I say giving emotionally can be challenging for men, I know, because I am one. And I treat men. My friends are men. We can do better. Men deserve better. Men deserve better from me. Men deserve for us as people to recognize that they have all the same emotions as anyone else and are worthy of them being recognized, whether us men blow them off or not. I'm not sure what you're going to do with this, but I hope that you take a minute when a man that you know, a dad, a grandpa, a husband, a partner, a buddy, start sharing an emotion, that you join them in that spot. That you accept what they're saying. That you encourage them to talk a little more about it. And that you're safe with what they are experiencing. Don't use it against them. Don't tease them about it. But just be open to them. Us men need it. That man needs it. He deserves people to feel for him in his hurt. And any man out there that's listening to this, hearing this, I hope that you have a place you can go to and talk. If you don't, find somebody. Find you a safe person to share your feelings with. We aren't designed to carry it and be alone. There's my thoughts on this video that's supposedly going around from some concert. I never planned on talking about it. If you found this content to be impactful in some way, meaningful, like, comment, and subscribe. It'd mean the world to me. And remember, we're here to serve others, care deeply, love our people. If you've got a question, why not ask?